Surfing and art parallel each other like surfing and music do. Today, we want to introduce you to some Californian artists who have influenced the surf scene a lot. One of the first visionaries of surf art is Griffin. He reveled in the art and politics of the counterculture as a surfer in the 60s and 70s. He's the creator of Murphy, a key artist in underground comics and the psychedelic art movement, which changed the face of graphic style.
His art was his currency. By the time he was 12, 13 years old, art got him everywhere. Art was his way of communicating with people. People loved his art, and so people loved him. And he was a really shy person. So Murphy was a character we came up with to make money so Rick could get a car and he could get off of my surfboard. And we had done 60 pages of Murphy, who was kind of the ideal surfer, what the life we all wanted to live, but we really couldn't.
In the 60s, cartoon strips and ink illustrations were a mainstay for graphic style, with Rick Griffin as the godfather of the scene. In the 70s, airbrush artwork on surfboards became popular, and since then, art paired up with surfing and has blossomed. Throughout his visionary life, Rick Griffin helped define the look and voice of the incipient surf culture. One man in particular influenced the psychedelic art movement with his day glow posters and fused pop culture and surf culture.
I've been able, over the last 10 years, to take the context of my rock poster drawings that Rick and I were kind of involved in a school and have brought that over into surf. So I'm doing a seascape or a wave or whatever in more of a rock and roll way.
And he got to know Mick Jagger, with whom he shared a new vision.
We were arranging the next age, the punk age. When we saw that Exile cover, I mean, that was it, you know? And we've really attributed that as part of our code and qualities of art that we did at that time.
Speaking of passion, rebellion, and originality, they passed this on to a modern Cali surf hippie named Alec Knost, whose innovative style in longboarding definitely reminds you of art.
When surfing started, people would just try to do as many things as they could so they could keep surfing, you know? People that were surfers, the way they'd make money is like, some would, you know, act in Hollywood surf films. Some would deal drugs. I don't deal drugs, but, you know, like I'll paint paintings and stuff, like kind of, you know, do what I enjoy and try to make a little bit of money, you know?
Drew Brophy pioneered the art of surfboard paintings with surreal, bright, and colorful designs.
I ended up being more known for my boards being so cool looking because of the paint jobs than my actual surfing. So I ran with that. I figured that could keep me surfing, and so I started painting everybody's surfboards. Where we take it from here, I mean, we're really going to have to push the bar to get it accepted as surf art and as respected as art in general. But I do think we've turned the corner. You know, one of my boards sold for $14,000 in New York, and I never thought it would go for that much.
Now we'll dive even deeper into another artistic surf world, Sean Barney Barron's universe. Because there's surfing, art, characters, expression, and personalities in beach culture, and then there's Barney, coming to us from a future world.
About a trip I went on, a pretty heavy trip. It doesn't matter what you create, as long as you're like in that mode of creating. Could be nothing. It's like you're cleaning out your mind, you're vacuuming out your mind, and then someone's looking in the vacuum to see what was vacuumed.
collectively, surfing and the art influence things around the world. I mean, it's just such a neat lifestyle, and it's so bright and fun that I think different companies and people around the world really tap into it and notice it as something special.
It's an exploration between surf, art, and beach culture, a cult and style that created values in a whole generation of youth. The personality of beach surf culture today is an interpretation of styles.
Style is it. It's everything. When it comes to surfing, most of all, it is a direct translation of you. That's you, that's your emotions coming out. Like, you can do whatever you want. You can get all aggro and try and hit the lip 20 times. You could just stand there and trim across and just drag your fingers on the lip and just appreciate the glide. It all boils down and it all comes out as your style.
The surf and beach culture offers you the chance to be and do whatever you want. Anything goes. The limits of the postmodern era lie within our collective imaginations, and still, life's a beach. So enjoy it. See you guys in the water.
I guess it was only a matter of time until the day the stars would shine upon you and me, when we're just about ready